Hey, I'm Bruno Pedreira, Forage and Crop Livestock Specialist at Kansas State University.
Hello everyone, my name is Lilian Silva. I'm the Forage Specialist for Clemson University.
Hello, my name is Marcelo Valal. I'm the Forage Extension Specialist with the University of Florida.
So in this video, we are going to focus on the use of legumes in forage systems. So legumes are able to fix nitrogen from the air and put that nitrogen into the soil. And when they are in mixtures, they are mixed with other plants in companion. For example, grasses like we do, and actually like it is in this field. This field I have red clover, crimson clover mixed with triticale and ryegrass. So when we're able to mix those legumes with grasses, some of that nitrogen that's being fixed will become available for those grasses, and then the grasses are able to use that for those plants to grow and to also improve the nitrogen content of them. So this is another really important point when you have legumes in a system. It's not just the other plants that will be using that nitrogen that will be supplied, but also having legumes in the mixtures, in the forage mixtures in the pastures will increase the forage quality that the animals will be consuming, which is going to help with their performance as well.
Among the examples of legumes, we have alfalfa and clovers, which are commonly used in several regions in the US. Like Liliane said, these legumes are able to fix nitrogen, which allow us to reduce the amount of inorganic fertilizers we have been using, and also decrease the greenhouse gas emissions. The increased costs of inputs over the years has compromised the ability of many farmers to continue to rely on the use of fertilizers as a source of nitrogen, which may compromise their forage productions and the extended persistence.
The degradation of forage systems and also the greenhouse gas emissions associated with them have been major concerns of the general public when thinking about the livestock animal industry production. So we have been trying to get more to better understand and get a better idea of how those process works, and also about the actual estimates of greenhouse gases that we have from forage livestock systems, and how we could improve strategies to decrease them and improve the sustainability, the profitability, and the production that we can have on forage livestock systems. So one of the options that we have to improve the responses that we can get with production and also sustainability in forage systems is to include legumes. The reason for this is because legumes are able to increase the forage quality for the animals consuming those forages, and also will help to decrease some of farm inputs through their ability to input some organic nitrogen into the systems. However, to be able to incorporate legumes into forage systems, we need to make sure that we have the proper fertility and also the proper soil pH on those areas before we establish legumes.
That's right. Plus, those who planning to plant legumes need to be aware of the herbicide residues in the soil to make sure that there will not be impact on the seed germination. Some products may have longer residual activity, up to 18 months in the soil. So there is a need to conduct an integrated management plan when planning on using legumes. Legumes can be planted in monoculture or mixed with other forages.
Legumes require higher soil fertility than some of the grasses that we usually use, and also require a pH that will be closer to 6. And sometimes when we're correcting a pH, depending on how low that pH is, it's gonna require some time for the lime to react in the soil, and sometimes it's gonna take between 4 and 6 months for that lime to be incorporated in the soil and raise that pH. An example of a commonly used forage mixture, cool season forage mixture, is clovers, rye, and ryegrass. And this mixture allows for a complementary forage production throughout the season. So we have rye, cereal rye, that's going to be growing earlier in the season, combined with clovers that you can choose some clovers that will have a early maturity, and some other options that will have a late maturity. So you're going to have some better distribution throughout the season. And then ryegrass usually for us here in South Carolina starts to grow a little later in that cool season, so it's gonna be growing more towards mid-March onwards, and that helps with meeting the forage needs and the nutrient needs as well of the animals that are grazing. So right now I'm inside the field that I have ryegrass, 2 clovers, red and crimson clover, and triticale planted, and you can see the animals are grazing on the back here. And it's really good to be able to balance that mixture for yield and for quality. So when we're including legumes, we're also working on that quality aspect and improving it. We really appreciate you watching this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us or your local extension agent. Thank you so much.